Balin Zawe Lama Rimboche, Dagi Chivo, Pemetension, Katin Chamber Kone Chesont, Kuson Toking Wardrobe Saldo, so His Eminence Kyabgun Kyasarumbuche and Venerable Tukululini Marimbuche, respected Sururumbuche, Chiamsingla, Tugulas, Kembula, Lamas, Anis, Dharma brothers and sisters, and devoted students from Nepal and abroad, those who are gathered here today. I would like to wish you all a very happy Tashitelek. And it is with deep reverence and heartfelt joy that today we are gathering here during the unveiling of the collected work of our Kyabje Khenchen Thapar Rinpoche. And today we are not only presenting the collection of Kyabje Rinpoche, but we are also celebrating the wisdom, compassion, and tireless service from our Kyabje Rinpoche, who embodied the work of a master, whose presence has illuminated countless lives across the globe. And we are deeply honored by the presence of so many esteemed masters and practitioners, and all your participations blesses this event and reflects the profound respect and devotion shared for our Kyabje Khenchen Thapar Rinpoche. And since we have been conducting this event from early in the morning, and almost everything that has been done till now was only in Tibetan, and just one speech from Kimbuti in English and Nepali from our Honorable Minister. So I thought it would be best if I will be able to say something in English, because we have quite a lot of students coming from all across the countries. And today when we are all gathering here and when we see the collected work of Rinpoche, there are like 32 different texts. And if we take an example of our own life, most of us, when we compose a book, it takes like maybe at least a year or maybe 2 years and sometimes 3 years. And then when we have like 32 different texts, so it seems like it will at least take like maybe 32 years, or maybe if it takes like 2 years for one book, then maybe it takes like 64 years to complete these texts. And some of you might believe that or think that Rinpoche has only been composing text, and other than that, maybe he wasn't doing anything at all. But actually, it is not like that. Like His Holiness the Gyalwang Karmapa, what he said, and also our Kyabgun Kyasar Rinpoche and all the other distinguished guests have already mentioned that Rinpoche was the main teacher for our His Holiness the 17th Gyalwang Karmapa. And not only that, he was the main teacher for Shama Rinpoche, Siddha Rinpoche, Gyatso Rinpoche, and Jamgo Rinpoche. So he was able to teach them for many, many years. And not only that, he was also able to give teachings to all of us, the monks and nuns in our monastery, and students from all over the world. And again, from this point of view, we might think that Rinpoche has been only composing and writing text and teaching, and maybe that is all his life story, but actually again it is not like that. And beside composing the books, beside teaching to a lot of different students, Rinpoche also built a lot of monasteries, and even here in Nepal we have like almost 8 different monasteries here in Nepal, and we also have 2 different schools, and we also provide free healthcare to a lot of villages here in Namabuddha Gabri. So again, from this point of view, it might seem that Rinpoche has been only building monasteries and schools. And for our point of view and from our imagination, it is almost uncalculable what Rinpoche did in his life. And especially because Rinpoche, after coming here in Nepal, he was already like 40 plus. And only within 50 years he was able to build all these monasteries, compose all these different texts, teach a lot of different masters, a lot of different students. So it is almost unimaginable what Rinpoche did in his life. And for that, I think we are all very grateful, and we should all feel very blessed that we were able to have connection with our Lord of Refuge, Kyabje Khenchen Rinpoche. And at the end, I would like to thank everyone, those who supported the publication of the text. And obviously, till now, most of the esteemed guests, they already thanked most of the Khenpos and senior lamas, but actually there were like lots of different young monks, young nuns who also contributed a lot. Because when we are making the text, we also need a lot of stuff to be done. Because we need like to print, we need to edit, again we need to type. So there are lots of different things. And especially here in Namabuddha, because we don't have much development, most of the things need to be taken down to Kathmandu and then again brought here. So there were like young monks who drove all the way back to Kathmandu, came here, then again Rinpoche edited, then again we went back. So there were like lots of help from the young monks, young nuns who helped in a lot of different ways. And also when we are printing or when we are typing the book, we need to have like something to eat, something to drink, and those were all arranged by the young monks, young nuns. So I think the young ones were a little excluded for thanking this morning, and I'm very sorry for all of that. And I would like to thank everyone connected with the text, and not only that, especially the Tamil media team, because when Rinpoche was giving the oral transmission, it was during the pandemic, and only a few of us were able to be present in front of Rinpoche. But because of the help of Tamil media team, not only the monks and nuns from our monastery, but all our devotees from abroad the world were able to receive the oral transmission. So I would also like to thank the Tamil media team for all their hard work during the oral transmission. And again, I would like to thank everyone who came here for the unveiling of the text. And most of you actually came for the blessing of the reliquary stupa, or the Kudung stupa of Kyabje Rinpoche. And obviously the Kudung stupa is very, very important. It is extremely important. But maybe I'm mistaken. But from my point of view, I think the collected work of Rinpoche is way more important than the reliquary stupa. Because, for example, even during the lifetime of Buddha, we are very sure that there were lots of monasteries and stupas built after the passing of Gautam Buddha or Lord Buddha. But at present, we are not able to see a lot of stupas built during the time of Buddha. We are not able to see lots of temples built during the time or after the passing of Gautam Buddha. What we have now are the teachings of Gautam Buddha, and because of these teachings, when we are able to read and understand and practice these teachings, it makes us believe in Buddhism. So I think the teachings of Buddha was way more important than the temples and stupas built during the lifetime of Buddha or after the passing of Buddha. So just like that, even our stupa, I think, will not be lasting for a very long time. Even if it lasts a very long time, maybe it will be for 100 years or maybe 200 years at the most. But the teachings that Rinpoche has composed, this will, we hope, will stay for 500 years, maybe 1,000 years, or maybe more than that. So I think the most important thing is the collected work of Kyabje Rinpoche, then the religious stupa. So obviously, even to pay homage or respect to the stupa is very important, but it is our duty not to think that the collected work of Rinpoche is not that important. It is way more important than the stupa that we have been built. And from outside, it might look very grand, it might look very beautiful, with all the relics inside, with all the valuable inside. But we all have to know that the teachings of Buddha is more important than the temples and stupas. And just like that, the teaching of Kyabje Rinpoche is way more important than the stupa that we have built. And after the distribution, I hope everybody will be able to read or practice the collected work of Kyabje Rinpoche. And at the end, I would also like to thank His Holiness the Gyalwang Karmapa for all the advice, for all the suggestions. Since when Rinpoche was very sick, he had been guiding us in every part of our way. When Rinpoche was very sick, when Rinpoche passed away, during the cremation, after the cremation, during the pujas, during the work of the collected work of Kyabje Rinpoche, during the building of the stupa, His Holiness the Gyalwang Karmapa has been leading us in every small step and big step. So I would like to thank His Holiness the Gyalwang Karmapa for everything that he has done for us, and he will continue doing a lot for us. And also I would like to thank Gyabgon Gyatso Rinpoche for coming here 3 times in the last 2 years. When Rinpoche was very sick and admitted in the hospital, Gyatso Rinpoche came here and he visited Rinpoche in the hospital. And after the passing of Rinpoche, even during the cremation, Gyabgon Gyatso Rinpoche came here and led the puja during the cremation, and again this time during the blessing of the stupa and during the unveiling of the book. Gyalwang Gyatso Rinpoche is here, even though he is not very healthy, but because of his devotion to our Rinpoche, he was able to come here all this time and guide us in a lot of different ways. So I would like to thank His Holiness Gyalwang Gyatso Rinpoche for everything that he has contributed to the Tangyu family, and all the people, all the Dharma brothers and sisters connected with Gyalwang Gyatso Rinpoche and our Rinpoche. I would like to thank everyone for coming here and making all of yours present felt in Tangyu Rinpoche.